By Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here's Arenas. Uncovered. And he gets the bucket. This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
With the crossover, the shot by Buzzell is no good. Pass to Riza. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, Riza is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Chicago now. 4-point game. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's rebounded by Riza. Here's Arenas. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And he drives in. Here's Misi. And he makes it on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And there's the rejection. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Here's Arenas. Out to Harris. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. 5 on the clock. Wide open. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Outside Riza. Here's Ivy. And they get it back. Pass to Misi. Here's Arenas. For 3. It's rebounded by Dick. The finish! So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Harris.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive in trying to score.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Here's Arenas. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. It's both from the stripe. And Chicago has possession. Trailing by 2. Here's Buzelis. And that one is hammered home.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Misi. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes... an impact with his activity on the boards. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Misi. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Arenas. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. 1:56 left in the opening quarter. Outside Dick. Pass to Buzelis. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Man, Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
Here's Arenas. He's got 6. They get it back. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rizache. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Here's Buzelis. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Buzelis has got 15 points.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Arenas. The 3 is up. No good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. From the elbow, Christie with a rebound.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And here's Ivey from the arc. The 3 from Rizache. That shot missing. Here's Bol. 3 seconds left. Finished off the break. Bol's got his second bucket on the night.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. He gets it up. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Chicago ahead, leading by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Chicago leading by 4. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Taken away. And now New Orleans on the break. Pass to Bassie. Here's Black. Second chance shot. Out to Harris. Christie with a steal. Now here's Bol. To the right side. Spins. And finished off by Bol.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Spears. And he buries his first look.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And that one's good. Bol's got 8 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
A nice shot by Spears.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Bol, no good. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Spears. Over McNeely. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Bulls leading by 4. Simmons with it. Guarded now by Black. Here's Christie. And he hits the jumper. Christie's gotten his first bucket of the night. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think... Oh, wow! Look out!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. A nice shot by Fears.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Nice move. And the layup is good by Bull. Bull's got 6 in the quarter.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Harris outside. To the wing, right side. Drives to the hoop. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Fears. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a ring on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Pass to Messi. Here's Black. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Athletic finish right there by Black. I like when he goes up strong like this.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half. Buzelis' shot is good.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 6. 1:49 left in the first half. Here's Arenas. Chicago with a rebound.
Honestly, guys, that's a shot you expect your players to make.
Outside Giddey. Here's Buzelis. 20 points for him.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Rizache. Ivy outside. Here's Arenas. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
56 seconds left in the half. Here's Buzelis.
Well, a solid defender with a very big body. Carter Jr. is not someone you want to test.
And it's going to be a 3-second call. Pelicans trail by 8. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there. Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Basket's good. Buzelis has got 24.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Well, there's a guard who can get up. Ivey doesn't pass up these chances to slam it down.
Driving inside. Here's Buzelis. And he banks in the layup. Buzelis has got 11 points in the quarter. And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And there's a pick. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. That's 29 for him.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Arenas' shot is off.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Risacher drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good to see Risacher attacking like that. When he sees the lane open up, he gets real aggressive.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Ivey outside. Pulls it from the top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. Ivey's got his second basket of the night.
Well, one thing about Jaden Ivey, he is a constant threat to score.
That's tipped. Oh, Sabonis with the steal.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Three-pointer, Buzelis gets the 3 ball to go. Buzelis has got 8 here in this quarter.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Here's Arenas. He's got 9. Clock at 6. And Risacher gets it to go. Risacher's got 9.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Here's Buzelis. He's got 34. Picked by Sabonis. Takes it inside. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
New Orleans calls timeout. Black, left side. Here's Fears. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by McNeely. Bulls leading by 10. Here's Bull. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. He's got 12. For 3, Fears. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Here's Bull. Off target with the 3. Here's New Orleans now. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Plenty of muscle from Carter on that dunk. Wow.
Back to Bull. Shoots it from the high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bull's got 14 points.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
To the left side wing. No good on the 3. Pelicans trail by 7. Black with it. Picked up by Simmons. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Bull.
And that's a clever foul choice. I mean, cuts off the dunk and sends him to the stripe.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Here's Arenas. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And so he makes both from the line.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Outside Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McNeely. Rizachet, no good. Bulls leading by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And McNeely gets a 3.
3 points.
McNeely's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. On the wing, Rizachet. Black outside. Here's the 3. And the Pelicans miss again. Simmons looking around. And that's not going to go. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Bulls out. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Fears. Fires the 3. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Right side Bull. There's the 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Down low. Carter. Can't get it to fall. Chicago leading by 5. Outside Bull. From the arc. The rebound by Carter. Here's Rizachet. Good D by Simmons.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Going inside. Pass to McNeely. Hits the trifecta.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Here's Fears. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They double him with Bay. Back to Bull. From the high post. And there's another one for Chicago. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Pelicans trail by 10. Black outside to the paint. Over to the wing. Here's Spears. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grady Dick picks one up. And the first one at the line is good. So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up to the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as many as 14. And here's New Orleans now. 9-point game. And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
The Pelicans call timeout. Here's Arenas. He can't hit that time. Bulls leading by 9. Here's Buzelis. Shoots a 3. Oh, the shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now Ivy. Picked by Misi. Let's loose for 3. Can't get it.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I'm sure he is too. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Ivy fires. Rebounded by Sabonis. Chicago leading by 11.
And forget position. Sabonis is one of the best overall passers in the league.
Ivy outside. For 3. Rebounded by Sabonis. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Giddey up top. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he can't jam it home.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris, just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
Here's Giddey. There's a minute 12 left to play in the fourth quarter.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
Well, Harris has always been known as a team-first guy, as evidenced there by passes like this.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Bulls.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
and it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Matas Buzelis.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. So he comes up empty, missing both. New Orleans calls timeout. They're behind by 6. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Here's New Orleans now. They trail by 6. He launches. Oh, it misses. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Personal foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
The 3 is in. And they go to the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. And so Chicago takes the win. This was a hard